In this video, we'll be going over how to use equations to help you find a missing side in a polygon using scale factors. Now, you'll notice here we have two similar figures, and we have one side missing over here, which is x. Now, I know that I'm going to have to go and find my scale factor from a large figure to a small figure because my missing side is in my small figure, so I have to go large to small. I also know that my scale factor is going to be less than 1 because my figure is getting smaller. Now I know that 24 over here, 24 times a number equals 15. Now I don't know exactly what that number is yet, but what I can do is if I don't know what it is right now, I can replace it with a variable. And I can say, for example, that the variable j is my missing scale factor. So this is going to look very similar to what we were doing for complementary and supplementary angles. So what I'll have to do is I need to isolate j. I want to find out what that scale factor is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 24. I want to isolate j. 24 divided by 24 gives me 1, and this actually cancels out. And I'll have to divide 15 by 24. So I know that 15 divided by 24 is going to give me my scale factor. And when I divide 15 by 24, that'll give me a scale factor of 0.625. So I know that I'll have to multiply 8 by 0.625. And once I do that, once I solve for 8 times 0.625, I'm going to get a missing side of 5. Now in our next example, we're actually going to have to go a little bit backwards because our missing side is in our smaller figure. So I'm going to be going this direction. So I need to be able to find the scale factor from 20 to 16. And again, we're becoming smaller, so I know that my scale factor will have to be less than 1. So what I'm going to do here is I know that 20 times a number equals 16. I don't know what that number is yet, so I'm going to replace it with a variable. Let's say, for example, this time we use s for scale factor. I'm going to divide both sides by 20. 20 over 20 cancels out. 16 divided by 20 gives me a scale factor of 8/10. So 16 over 20 is equal to 8/10. So I know that I'll have to multiply 10 by 8/10. Now when I do that, 10 times my scale factor of 8/10, I'll get an answer of 8. So my missing side is 8 units long. If you have any more questions, please feel free to message me on Schoology.